Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make a swap together, and as you can see I already have a bunch of stuff out. We're going to work from this kit. I have already created one thing for the swap. This was not something that was required. The swap is all about envelopes. You have to make four envelopes from 6x6 paper and decorate one of them. And so I decided I really have always wanted to try a stacked envelope. So I decided that you also have to include extras for them to decorate the other envelopes. So I decided that I would put my extras in this and use this for packaging my swap. And I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I saw someone received this as a gift, something like this as a gift, and they used the same paper pad and or the same paper collection. This is Marigold from Maggie Holmes, and I had just purchased it, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna do that. So I did it. She used this paper as her last paper, and I did that as well. And then she used a wood paper as the top one, as the top envelope, and I did that as well. I did change it up because she used a pre-made pink envelope and I didn't have one of those, and I used this one, a different pattern for this one. Also, I have different size envelopes because she used different envelopes, so I just made all mine from scratch. One of them, this one here, I think I printed a template and cut it out of that. But anyways, that's that. We're gonna fill that up later. Let's first do the envelopes. So I decided that I wanted to do policy envelopes like this. I have already done some of them. So we're gonna go ahead and just make a few more of those. To start out, I have cut my paper down to 6x6 already. And the first thing that I wanna do is I want to make my side folds. So I'm gonna make my paper. It's going to be upright like this, and I'm just gonna flip it over so I have the back side up to me, and I'm going to bring it together in the center, kind of overlapping just a little bit, and then I will press down so I get a nice good score. That's how I'm going to create the overlapping part. Just because when I tried to score it, I could not get the measurements to line up exactly where I wanted them to make it easy to give you measurements. So this is the way that I decided I was going to do it. Here's another one. I'm going to lay it down. And then I'm going to bring it around. I'm kind of making sure that they line up here at the bottom, and that's how I'm making sure that I'm getting a nice straight fold. And sometimes they are a little harder to fold than others. And last but not least, I have this piece. You can always if you don't have a direction, you can always fold it in the way that it wants to fold, and then it will be much easier. But unfortunately, if your paper is directional, you have to fold it in the way that you need it to fold. So it'll take a little more work. That's generally where scoring comes in handy. It helps to fold it the way it doesn't want to fold, but we're gonna do it this way. All right, so now we've got these all folded in the direction, or for our policy envelope. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open them up and lay them on my scoreboard, and I'm going to score them at 3/4 and 4 and 3/4. Just going to make my finished size about 3 by 4. Okay, again, 3/4, and you want to make sure that the bottom part is where you're scoring. You want it to be facing this way if there's a direction. Then 4 3/4, 3/4, and 4 3/4, and that's it. That's all the scoring that we have to do. Now we're going to get our scissors and we're going to do some cutting. First thing we're going to do is this top part here. This is going to be our top. We want to cut just on this side of the score marks, like so. And then I like mine to line up. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to line up my sides, make a cut, and then open it up, and I'm going to cut it up. What that does is that's going to make, when we fold them in, these two are going to meet better. And I only do that for the top. For the bottom, I don't really care. Now we're going to go to the bottom, and I'm going to score right here. Or I'm going to cut, I'm sorry, not score. And I'm going to cut right up there. And then for this one, I'm going to cut at an angle too, but I don't care if they line up because it's going to be hidden. So I'm not going to do anything to line it up. But you want to cut it at an angle because if you don't, you're going to have too much bulk right at this fold and it won't. You're going to have too much bulk right here and it won't line up nicely. Once you've done that, then I'm going to take my corner chomper. It's a corner rounder. And I'm going to use the larger side and I'm going to round both corners. And then we're going to set that one aside. Okay. Then we'll do this one. Again, I'm starting at the top. I'm going to cut up a nice straight line up to the score mark right next to the score mark that is already there. Then I'm going to bring my edges together. You could also measure if you wanted to. I just don't want to measure. And also, if you don't care if your corners match up or if your middle matches up, then you don't really have to do this either. You can just cut them like you do the bottom. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to do the straight up on the bottom. Straight up on the bottom. And angle that side in and angle that side in. Okay, then let's do this one. Might as well do all the steps at once. Straight up. And straight up. Then bring them together. Line them up there. Make a cut. Then I open it up. And I'm going to make a cut there. And on this side, I'm going to make a cut. Right there. Then we're going to do the bottom. There. And there. And then we'll do that one. And that one. And then we have them ready to go. Now let's fold these in. And we will round both top and bottom corners like so. Okay, then comes the next part. We're going to take some tape. I'm going to use 1/2 inch tape for the bottom. And there we go. And the bottom part is the smaller one. Sorry, I'm cutting it off camera there. And if you don't want to use tape, you can always use wet glue. I just don't like wet glue very much. I do use wet glue a lot, but I do think that it adds a little bit of wrinkle to the product, and I don't really like that sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't bother me, sometimes it does. All right, now we're going to apply this 1/8 inch because we have a very small overlap. I'm going to put this really thin little tape just right along the edge here. You can see how easy these are to make. I could make a whole bunch. We only are required to make 4, but I'm sending a few extra. Because, you know, once you're making them, it's easy to make. But honestly, it's because I've already filmed this video once and I wasn't happy with it. So I'm refilming it again. All right. Then I'm going to take this bottom part here. I'm going to pull this off, and I have overlap. So all I'm going to do, I don't want to waste my time cutting it. I'm just going to fold it in, and then I get a nice rounded edge too. Okay. And then I'm going to remove this piece. I'm going to line those up just like so. And then I'm going to bring this up and over. Then I'm going to fold the lid or the cover or the top, whatever you want to call it, down. And there we have our envelope. Okay, let's do the same thing real quick to the rest of these. Pull off this one. Hear that? Pull off this one. Wrap it around. And then we fold this one up. And then fold this one down. I have no idea why my printer is doing that to the bottom. I need to get a new printer. I like my printer because it's an HP printer and it can take 110-pound cardstock. And so I use the Instant Ink. That's why I like the HP printer. But it really does give me trouble. But I really like not having to buy the ink all the time, because I do print a lot. Okay. There we go. And then we do this and fold it up. And there is another finished one. So now we have a bunch of finished ones. I'm going to decorate this one, I think. Yeah. I'm going to decorate this one right here. So, because we had to decorate one and then include the stuff to decorate the rest. So I'm going to decorate this one, and then I'm just going to throw the rest of the stuff that I have here into this little thing and give it all to them. I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to stick that on there. Ew, maybe I'll just do this. Let's see. No. I've got some tags here too. We could use that. We're just gonna play around until we find something that we like. I got 2 tags. That looks good. What if I put those two tags on and then a butterfly right there? And then let's find a little The Good Life. That looks good. And I think we need a flower too. You gotta have a flower. Alrighty, let's see. So I'm gonna take this, and the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my hot glue gun and I'm gonna just put some on there, making sure that it has some texture to it. I don't want it to be flat. So I'm gonna set that aside to let it dry, because that's what I'm gonna use to give that a little bit of a boost. A little bit of a dimension there. All right, I'm gonna take my butterfly, I'm gonna put my fingernail just past the body, and then I'm gonna fold up the wings. What that does is that gives me a little spot right here where I can put the adhesive so that it will pop up. I'm gonna use that one. Then I'm gonna do this. I'm going to put those right there, I think. Do I want them to pop up? I'm going to go ahead and put a little tiny bit of wet glue back here to hold them together the way that I want them. Just like that. That looks good. Okay. And then, do I want to have a, no, that's too big. All right, I'm gonna do that, and then where'd my flower go? My flower can go right there, and my butterfly can go right. My butterfly to come right off the flower. That looks pretty good. Just have the butterfly come right off the flower. Yes. Okay, so on the flower, I'm going to put some foam adhesive, just like this. And then I'm going to take this guy and I want to stick him right there, just like so. Quite happy with that. And then I'm going to take this guy, I'm going to put a little hot glue right there, and then I'm going to pop him up on the flower, just like that. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. All right, now I'm going to take some hot glue and I'm going to put it on the back of these. Okay. And then I'm going to stick this just like so. Not press down too much because I would like it to have some dimension again. Pop up my butterfly, and I think I'm gonna have to put a little something underneath there so that he stays up. So I'm gonna put that there and let it dry. I just put a big old glob of hot glue back behind there. Let's see if you can see. And that will, when that hardens, it will help to hold the butterfly up. Okay, now I've got my Good Life. We just find where we want to put that. I think that looks good. So on top of the glue that I already put on there, I'm going to put some more hot glue. And then I'm going to take this guy and stick him right there. And I'm not going to press too hard because I don't want the glue to ooze out. And also I want it to have some dimension off of the paper. That's the whole point of doing the extra hot glue. Okay, there we go. And that is decorated. That's kind of pretty, huh? All right, I'm gonna do one last thing because I like a little bit of bling and I am addicted to these gems from Hobby Lobby. I'm gonna put that one there. And then I'm gonna put that one right there. And then let's go with a small one right about there. That looks good. No, I don't like that one. How about if we put them up here by the Good Life? Nope, I don't like that either. How about if we put them down here? Over here? No, 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 no. I don't like it anywhere, I guess. But I want 3 of them so that I create a visual triangle. There we go. I'm gonna go with that. Okay. So there is that. We have our decorated one now. And we have our undecorated ones. Now all we have left to do is to fill up our to give them stuff to decorate the undecorated ones. Okay, so we've got these. What we're going to do is bag them up. That. Ooh. Let's put these in a holographic bag. I like that. Okay. So we're going to take all of these and drop them into a holographic bag, which I think I'm going to create a chip bag for. I'll leave that like that for now. Okay, so we got our envelopes. And now let's put some tiny embellishments into our tiny bag. Here's a little deer. Let's see, do we have any other tiny ones over here? Nope. Okay. There is a, oh, here's a cute little duck. Here's a little bow. Here's a teeny tiny camera. Here's a tiny swan. Another tiny camera. Here's a little stamp. Another bow. I love these tiny ones. They're so good for decorating. Little thingies. There's a little today and a little stamp. Okay. So we're going to put all of these into our bag here. We'll put them facing forward. Whoopsie. Our little deer. That guy. Little camera. We definitely have room for some more stuff in there. Here's a whole bunch of teeny tiny ones. Okay. flower, a little peach, and a word, and a tiny bow, and then a duck, little flower, another word, another little camera, little swan, little peach, little pear. All right, that's good. And close this one and call that good. Okay. And I am going to leave this one just like that. I'm not going to put any topper or anything on it because I want it to fit in here. Okay, so there's that one. Then let's do another package. Let's do some bigger ones. Do some bigger ones in here. A little swan, a bow, a bird, a book, and another bow. And there's some flowers in there, and here's another bird. Okay. Then this guy, we're going to toss in next one. Okay, here's our bag. We're going to toss this in. Let's see if it'll fit in here too. Teeny tiny embellishments and bigger embellishments. All right, so those both fit in there. We'll call that one done. And then I think we'll put these. Those aren't going to fit in there. We'll put those in there. And then, I don't know if I'm going to be able to put anything in that one. Maybe I'll just put some big, loose embellishments in there. Not bag them up, just put them loose. That's good. Okay, got that. If we don't put a topper on this, then maybe we can fit it in this envelope. There we go. That's good. And then we'll take this one, slide it in there, and this one, and slide it in there. I actually want to bag these though. Okay, let's find, these will work. Put this in, oops, put it in there like that. And then you're only supposed to decorate one, but because I made this video twice, I have 2 decorated ones. So my partner is going to get a little bonus. I'm folding this all the way down. And then I'm going to stick this one in there. I'm going to take this one, stick them in here. Fold it down. There we go. And then he's gonna go right in there and we'll seal that up. And then in this one, I think I'm going to put a few more embellishments. And then we'll seal that up. And now it looks like a nice full stacked envelope. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I like it a lot. Now the only thing that I didn't do is I don't like this. I think in here I'm going to put a few more embellishments, but I'm going to bag them. And I will just include these separately. Since these are what the actual swap is, maybe I will just seal this like a chip bag. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. So I'm going to put some bigger, let's take this guy, and let's just throw in a whole bunch of bigger embellishments. Maybe we'll just throw in all that we have left. We got that. We got those. Whoops. We got Delightful. Let's see if together is gonna fit. Yay. We got some more tags. And there we go. We're getting there. Okay, and then we shall seal this and put this into here. No, it's too... too big. There we go. That should work. Get that in there. Seal that down, and there we go. Now we have a super cute little stacked envelope. I love it. Isn't it cute? I hope my partner will like it too. Let's take this and let's find, we've got that and that. Should we do it with black and white? No, I don't want black and white. Let's do it with this one and this one. We'll create a little chip bag or a treat bag or whatever you want to call them. They're quite popular now. I like them a lot. But let's do one here. Let's go cut that right there. Okay, there's one. And I know I'm off screen, I'm sorry. I'm just folding this piece of paper. Okay, we're gonna cut that to right there. There we go. And there we go. All right. Now we're going to get these cute little scissors, and I cannot find what I've done with my tape gun, so we will just do this with this. I'm going to run some adhesive along the bottom part of this on both sides. And then I'm going to take this bit of adhesive and I'm going to put it inside the bag, because this is not a self-sealer bag and I want the bag to stay closed. So we'll just put a little bit of adhesive inside there. Call that good. Open those up a little bit. And then we shall take the adhesive off the back of these. Take that guy. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I'm going to cut. I may have put it up too high. Like that. And then where'd our bottom one go? I have to put some adhesive on here. Like so. And some on here. I'm putting it towards the bottom. And I'm doing that because once I cut it with the, I'm going to try to cut the top with my decorative scissors. I do not want the stickiness of the tape to interfere with the scissors. Okay. So I'm going to put this in right to the fold, if it will cooperate with me. Come on. Work with me, will ya? All right, let's try it this way. There we go. Then I'm going to cut off the excess on the sides here, just like that. And now you can see we have the makings of a chip bag, but what we need is a decorative top. So I'm just going to see. Yeah, that's not gonna work. All right, fine. We'll do this the hard way then. I'm going to have to trim this up because normally when I do this, I put my scissors or my paper, the plastic part of the bag, I don't put it to the edge. And I did that on this one. So unfortunately, I can't cut it. I'm going to cut this one down too so that they match. Okay, and then because I opened the end of that one, I've got to put a little piece of adhesive inside to seal it. All right, there is my chip bag without the decorative edges, and it's fine. It'll be fine. Let's take and decorate this. I want to put So Sweet there, and then I want that. Let's see what else I didn't pack up. I have this adorable little tag. Do I want to use this? Yes, I'm going to cut up, make this a banner. Like so. I'm going to cut this down a little bit. Like that. And then I need something else. A typewriter? Do I want a typewriter? No, I don't want a typewriter. Do I want a little baby deer? No, I don't like that. Okay. I think I'm going to put a flower there then. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this down right about there. And then I'm going to put some adhesive, some glue on this one. And I'm going to line him up with this one, but not press down because I want him to stick up a little bit. See how it has a little tiny bit of dimension there. Okay. Then I'm going to put that guy right there. I think perhaps let's include some ribbon here. This one. Of course, we got to get a little pink. And this guy. Okay. Take this, all of these together. It's a little bit of a tassel. I'm going to take them, should I put them behind it? No, let's put them next to it. Okay, I'm going to do that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and staple them to that because I'm going to hide it so it won't matter. Let's see the staple. All right, we're going to put that right there. I don't like how long. These are too long. There we go. Then I'm going to take a little bit of hot glue Pin it to the bag. And then we're going to stick a giant flower. I don't like that flower. Let's try. I've got a handmade blue one. That's kind of pretty. That could be a maybe. I got a sparkly purple, but there's no purple in there, so we can't do that. How about a pretty pink? Is there any pink in this? Yeah, that'll work. It is a giant flower and it's coming apart. Oh, look at that. There is something in there to make it bigger. That's interesting. I don't want it to be that fluffy, so let's pull that off. I want it to be a little bit flatter than that. There we go. That's gonna work. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take this. Unfortunately, I don't recall where I got these. Oh, these might be Michael's clearance flowers. I'll do that. And then I wonder what would happen if I did this. No, what would happen if I put this guy in there? Made it a little flatter. No. I don't think I have any. I have this lovely little leaf. That's kind of cute. Do I want that? No, it's too much. All right, I guess I'm gonna do this guy. It's so big though. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. That is our bags, our envelopes. So we've got them packaged up nicely. And then we can package this guy up. See if it'll fit in here. Oh, good. That looks great. I like that a lot. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm not going to seal this up though because I want to put some sequins in there, but I got to mix it up real quick. And anyways, there's my swap. Thank you for joining me on this little journey where I didn't know what I was doing. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or you want to do a swap with me, send me a message. Alrighty then, I will see you all next time.